Well, bad news for democracy in Europe. We already know that Europe is not doing well. The UK was not doing well. But, well, right now, Marine Le Pen is currently the front runner to be next president of France if they held the elections today. She is more than 10 points ahead of her nearest rival. But what did the left in France do? They just banned her from running and sentenced her to 4 years in prison. So she cannot run in the 2027 elections. And well, this is the same that, as Robbie Starbuck says, the same that the left did to Bolsonaro, Trump, of course, Imran Khan, Matteo Salvini, Kalin Georgescu, and more. Because, this is the only way that the left can win. Lawfare has been proven in so many instances, and that's the thing. That's the thing that we need to protest this, and that's why I'm making this video. There should be blanket economic sanctions on the elite leftists in France until this stops. Mike Pence has the numbers here. Unreal. They took out the opposition. Marine Le Pen, who is currently leading in opinion polls for the 2027 election in France, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. And as you can see here, is that she got 36% intention against 25% intention. So it's everybody knew that she was going to win those elections. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you some images straight from France, which are not unrelated, but this is the police running away from Abrodians in one of those no-go zones in France. Yeah, this is the thing that they should put some kind of order in here, but not even the police can do anything about this. That's it. Police running away from Abrodians, and this is happening in France. So what does Brussels do? Oh no, this is diversity is our strength. We need to bring more of them. We need to have this initiative of bringing more of these engineers, doctors, astronauts, all these model citizens, so more and more police can run away from them. I'm not going to elaborate on this. Of course, there are no-go zones, not only in France, but many other countries. But, well, these are the facts. An opinion poll on the presidential election published on Sunday gave Ms. Le Pen 34 to 37% of the vote, more than 10 points ahead of her nearest rival. President Emmanuel Macron is term limited and cannot run again. Ms. Le Pen has denied any wrongdoing in the case, which involved accusations that her party, the National Rally, illegally used several million euros in European Parliament funds for expenses between 2004 and 2016. The court also sentenced Ms. Le Pen to 4 years in prison, with 2 of those years suspended. The court said the other 2 could be served under a form of house arrest. She was fined 100,000 euros, and her electoral ineligibility is effective immediately. As a result, only a successful appeal before the 2027 deadline to enter the race would allow her to run. But you know how lawfare works, right? They're not going to allow for that appeal. That is not impossible, but it will be difficult. The appeals process is slow in France, and even if a new trial took place before the elections, it is unclear whether the prosecution's case will be overturned. The presiding judge, Benedict Deperture, acknowledged that a politician prevented from running for office might later win on appeal. And she said the tribunal could not be indifferent to this need to seek social consensus. But you know that they can manipulate social consensus as well. Oh yeah, we agree with everything that Marine Le Pen does not stand for, like whatever is happening in France right now. But the gravity of the case and the apparent refusal of those accused to acknowledge the facts made political disqualification necessary, the judge said. The court has to ensure that elected officials, like any citizen, do not benefit from any favorable treatment. She noted, yeah, the ones who benefit from favorable treatment are the Abrodians, of course. You know that we have talked about this so many times. Oh my God, yes. Yes, and well, Bad Hombre had it's like JD Vance was right, 100% right to criticize Europe's descent into woke authoritarianism. In 4 European countries, candidates and parties have been banned from elections, sometimes even after winning the first round decisively. France is the latest. We have Marine Le Pen, we have Moldova to ban pro-Russian party members from running for election. Germany's far-right AfD party expelled from European Parliament group. Far-right front-runner Caroline Georgescu blocked from Romanian presidential race. You know that everything is labeled far-right nowadays. Everything is labeled far-right nowadays. And it's just a coincidence that just a month ago, Marine Le Pen was telling Brussels to, well, stick it where the sun doesn't shine. This was her 1 month ago.
Chaque élection qui vient en Europe voit tomber les uns après les autres les dominos, comme si le jeu politique s'alignait dans un mouvement inexorable. Les astronomes qui s'efforcent de percevoir les réalités lointaines parlent d'alignement des planètes. C'est dire, mes amis, si notre responsabilité, chacun dans nos pays et collectivement au sein du groupe des patriotes, est immense.
Yeah, this is for those of you who are just listening. This is to address that no matter how much they're fighting for the actual independence, actual patriotism of these countries, there are this interest, this globalist interest that they want to destroy whatever these countries have built. And in a way, of course, that it is easier to control. It's easier to, well, make them more chaotic.
L'histoire ne se déroule plus, elle court, elle s'accélère. Et parce que nous sommes mus par l'amour de nos peuples et de nos pays, nous serons prêts à relever ce défi historique. Vive la France, vive l'Espagne, vive les nations, vive la vraie Europe, vive les patriotes pour l'Europe.
Yeah, long live the patriots of Europe. But we are in this fight for what's right, and this fight for what's right is right now. Right now, we thought that Donald Trump winning the November 2024 presidential race would have ripples, but I think the left is fighting hard to prevent any real change. As Dan Wootton says, I stand with Marine Le Pen. The lawfare against the next president of France is truly chilling. Europe's anti-democratic deep state has lost the plot. Romania first, France now. How long until the globalists find a way to take out Nigel Farage? Stand up against this insanity. To be fair, in many ways, Nigel Farage is not helping, but I get Dan Wootton's point about this. This is something that should not be happening, but they are going to find anything about this far right candidates. And the issue is that you see that many people in these countries are fed up with the Abrodian thing. Not only with the Abrodian thing, but the taxes, with the general, say, detriment of quality of life. Something that should not be happening. This country should be extremely rich. What is happening? Well, we know what is happening. All these policies are meant to make people weaker, make people afraid of the government. Of course, we know that. I should be talking about those grandparents who were visited by 6 police officers in the UK as well. That is this terror that is being infused in these countries. And well, when they see the far right just rising, they will do anything, including, well, cheating with lawfare to stop them. But we need to call them out and see if we can achieve finally real change in Europe. Make Europe great again. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Paralanguage Guy. Much love and bliss.